morning everybody, welcome into a brand new week. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy as I get myself comfortable, and this is your morning message tarot reading for Monday the 13th of June 2022. So, excuse me, I have a bit of astrology today. So the moon is going to be in Sagittarius all day on its way to the Sagittarian full moon, supermoon tomorrow. It's going to form a trine to Jupiter and Mars, and also today Mercury, having last week finished its retrograde period, finally re-enters Gemini. So this is a day of big ideas and actions and sort of standing up for yourself and getting your needs met and things like that. With Mercury, your communication and information and how we think and communicate coming back into its home sign of Gemini, where it feels most comfortable. So thinking and communication speed up with the Aries energy trining the moon in Sagittarius. You know, we could be overflowing, we're bursting with ideas and new inspirations and things. Our ideas could seem really big and it's like, oh my God, that's amazing. Why didn't I not think of that before? So yeah, quite a powerful day. So let's see what the cards have to say for today. So with it being Monday, of course, we have the Mystic Mondays tarot deck, and we've got the Work Your Light Oracle cards. So what do we need to know for today? Monday the 13th of June 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What do we need to know? What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Oops, what have we got there? There's quite, do I need to keep those out or do I need to put those back in? They need to go back in. Okay. Just checking in with Spirit. What do you want me to do? Too many, they need to go back in. Okay, so what do we need to know for today, Monday the 13th of June 2022? Okay, so at the bottom we've got Starseed. What lights you up? With Answer the Call, what is your soul calling you to do? And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay, so this is all really nice energy as we go towards the full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow, reminding you that, you know, we're all spiritual beings here on planet Earth, having our souls having an Earth experience. So really sort of connecting into your spiritual energy, your higher self. What have you come here to do? You know, this full moon supermoon in Sagittarius tomorrow is a really good time to actually look at your bigger beliefs and things like that, and it forms a square with Neptune. The sun forms a trine to Saturn and the moon forms a sextile to Saturn. So we're looking at sort of how we can bring our beliefs and our purpose and our calling and our mission, how we can bring it down into the 3D and actually start making it a physical reality. And knowing that sort of everything that comes through, your guidance and everything, your calling and everything, it's all divinely guided. You know, sort of, if you do Akashic Records work, and I'm sure there's loads and loads of YouTube videos if you are interested in doing that, meditations and things, to go up to the Akashic Library to actually start looking at your records, your soul's journey, maybe uncovering what you're here to do in this lifetime. So yeah, it does feel very spiritual energy today. Obviously, as we're getting into that full moon tomorrow, and Saturn, sort of not Saturn, Sagittarius being sort of the most spiritually aligned sign of the zodiac. The bigger, broader picture, spiritual connections, philosophy, adventure and exploration and things, as well as things like truth, justice and freedom. You know, think about things like that for making full moon intentions and stuff. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? Monday the 13th of June 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Oops. Okay. What do we need to know? So I've just had the Queen of Cups come out. Consult your oracles. What do we need to know for today, Monday the 13th of June 2022? Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, so we've got Three of Wands, which came out yesterday, I do believe. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Devil. Let's just pull one for the Devil and the Princess of Pentacles. And then at the bottom, we've got the Seven of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So let's just put those over there. Okay, so where do we want to start? Okay, so there's an overall message I'm getting is like moving away from fantasy and fantasy futures into physical reality. Okay, so let's start with where we find ourselves first. Yesterday we had the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. In fact, we've got the Two of Wands and Three of Wands today. And yesterday, if you remember, if you watched yesterday's recording, the Two of Wands was crossed and the Three of Wands was crossed. We couldn't move forward until we'd realised something, until something had come through. In today's, you've done it, because the way is open. So starting with where we are now, we've got the Three of Wands. Okay, and the Three of Wands is about manifesting, what you want to manifest next. And in this card, what I'm drawn to is the three wands coming out of the water. And it's almost like sort of from where you are here, jumping across on each of the wands to get to where you want to go. Okay, the horizon sort of the future, going towards that. And I'm seeing the water, the pinky blue water there, as being about our emotions and the Queen of Cups, emotions and things like that. And in manifesting, especially as we move it more into the 5D, the manifesting works by seeing yourself already where you want to be, but feeling the emotions that you want to feel. So, you know, if you want new work that's going to leave you filled with joy and give you the freedom and everything. Feel into what that joy and that freedom feels like. That's how it manifests. That's how you start to integrate it into yourself. So yeah, we're being called as we go into this full moon as an opportunity to think about what it is that we want to manifest really in the 3D world, drawing down from the 5D. And we've got there because we've listened to the messages coming in. The Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords comes racing in. Da, 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 da. I have messages for you. And he's come in, we've received the messages, and it's making us think of things in a different way. Okay, and as we do that, we find that sort of we can walk away from things that no longer serve us, towards a brighter future. Again, although in this card it looks more like a sunset on an old way of life. Often in the Eight of Cups, the person is walking away from us, looking at the card, towards a sunrise and a new beginning. We've got that sunrise here. This is sometimes called sort of, the spiritual walk, the spiritual walking away. We're walking away from, something that we've loved, something that's been of value to us, and we're starting on a new journey with what it is, whatever this information is that has come through, that now allows us to go, oh, I don't want that any longer. This is where I want to go. And I think sort of the information is all around these messages, remembering that you're a starlight, remembering you're a soul having and a spirit having a human journey, and that you're here for a purpose. Okay, so getting on that journey. How Spirit is helping us. The King of Pentacles, knowing that sort of we're going to be taken care of. If we follow our path, we will, it will work out. We will get the stability. The universe will look after us and support us. Somebody pulled me a card for me the other day, and it was about sort of the universe wanting me to have what I want. Okay, that's not the exact way it was, but basically it was saying a thing as though it's like, just start asking for everything, start manifesting this future, this what you're here to do, because the universe wants to give it to you. The universe wants what you want, or it was something like that. But anyway, this is like the King of Pentacles is sort of the most earthly king, the manifesting in the 3D, in the physical world. We've also got the Ace of Pentacles here as well in the reading. So yeah, it is, being asked, what is it you want to manifest? Okay, think about this, think about sort of, using it in ritual and intention setting tomorrow. I've said to you before, I know a lot of people see the full moon as the falling away. In all my 30 odd years, near 35 or more years of esoteric and spiritual work and things like that, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work like that in my head. In my head, the journey is new moon to new moon, and you have your new moon intentions. It's a month of working through the energies, and then just before the next new moon, the moon will be in the energies of the new moon previously that you set, and you've got this full lunar journey, which brings things to light, challenges and things, and then sort of you let go. And the letting go is at the dark of the moon, when it returns to the sign that was the previous new moon. And then as you let go, and then you step into the next new moon, and it's the next cycle. And for me, the full moon is very much a heightened period of magical manifestation. So if you're wanting to do magic to increase something in your life, or if you're doing results magic, or you're helping to, you know, birth a new earth, or whatever you're doing, those few days before the full moon is the peak of the lunar energy. If you're wanting to take something away out of your life, then sort of, you know, sort of there's that after the full moon when the energy's waning, and the closer it gets to the new moon, the stronger the releasing energy is. So that's how I work. That's how it's always worked for me. And yeah, I work in a 4 weekly cycle rather than the 2 weekly cycle. Obviously, the full moon is at the opposite sign of the new moon. But in astrology, sort of, if you're out of balance, say in Gemini, then, you know, you work with the opposite sign to actually balance the energies. Cancer and Capricorn, or Aries and Libra, you know, it's all about balancing the energies and their axes. So the Gemini Sagittarius axis is the communication and the mind, whether it's our own mind or our beliefs or whatever, it's different aspects of the mind. The Taurus Scorpio is the financial axis, personal finances with joint or shared finances, and it's about sort of that better working and balancing. The me of Aries with the we of Libra, okay, me, myself and I against me in relationship with other people. So yeah, it's all about balancing those energies. So the full moon for me gives us a chance to actually focus on that balance. So that's how I do magic. So yes, I forgot what I was saying now. Let me just go back, look at the cards. Oh yes, so yeah, with the full moon being a good time to look at what it is, especially because the last 2 weeks have been sort of conscious contemplation and thinking about what it is that we want to bring in the next phase of our life. That contemplation, because a lot of the energies were still in Taurus, including Mercury that ruled the new moon. And it was thinking about and just letting those big ideas and the new opportunities just start popping out into your life. And if you're anything like me, they've only sort of started to pop in or form themselves from the contemplation. They've only started to sort of plop themselves in as big ideas and things in the last few days. And so just in time for the full moon, and they're using those ideas and actually the energies of the full moon to take me into the next phase of my life. How can I take those ideas? How can I look at the bigger pictures? How can I sort of use the other planets for sort of manifestation and everything in tomorrow's chart? Where's the energy going to take me? So yeah, and then sort of where we're moving on to next, the Six of Wands, we're riding to victory. We're constantly bringing in all this energy, all these different sort of influences, and if we work with them and trust and show up and do the work every day, it does bring results. Okay, and surrender to divine timing is part of it as well. And I do it myself sometimes. It's, oh my God, nothing's happening. Why isn't anything happening? And I think that's been a bit of a theme over the weekend. But yeah, poof, it's cleared again and there's clear vision. Okay, so the clarifiers. 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. So we may have choices. Do I want to go this way or do I want to go that way? We might not be able to see which way we should be going. Oh, I've just noticed we've got the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So we've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, a bit of a carry on theme from yesterday of just, you know, looking out over the horizon, seeing what it is that we want to manifest, and scrying, connecting to the Queen of Cups, you connecting to our higher selves, and just seeing where it is that we want to go next. With the Devil, open that door and let yourself out of your head. Do we want to be kept in old patterns, or do we want to release ourselves to be free into new potentials and things? Okay, are we earthbound, or are we the starseed? Are we brave enough to answer our calling? Okay. So yeah, I said yesterday about, so, you know, sometimes it feels like nothing's happening and you're stuck. And I must admit, even this morning I woke up in quite a flat, exhausted place. But then once again, sort of watching for the signs, watching for the symbols, and as soon as I see them and as soon as I connect in, it's like all that devil energy, all that heaviness, all that limitation and everything, it just falls away, and I find myself back in step with myself. So yeah, and it's just that co-creation with the divine, with that trust and that sort of knowing, and, you know, being quiet, letting it come through, listening. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles, the divine couple of the 3D, the physical realms, that creating life in the 3D, and just knowing it's all going to evolve at its own time, and we can trust it, and we don't have to ruminate in our heads or get anxious and worry and things like that. Just know that it will unfold. Then the cards at the bottom, the general environment or influence of what's going in the subconscious. Possibly in the past we've been looking at 3D fantasy futures. Okay, now it's time for self-mastery with the Emperor, solid foundations. For me, the Emperor always ties in really well with the King of Pentacles. I know the Emperor is the joint energies of the four kings together, but it's like sort of bringing down the energies of the four kings, and it's always the Earth King at the bottom, the manifesting in the 3D world. So we might start off with the King of Wands, that inspiration, that spark, that power. Yes, I can do it. And then we bring it down to the King of Cups, and we get into the emotions of it and how it feels and everything. And then sort of we get clarity with the King of Swords and see the way forward. And then we drop down to the King of Pentacles and we ground it in the physical realm. The Emperor is all of those four kings together. So we might have been looking, or we might have not known which way to go. Remember, we had the Two of Swords up there. There could be lots of possible sort of futures for us. Connecting into your divine masculine power, and the Ace of Pentacles, that new opportunities opening. Making things real in the 3D, but still connected into our intuition, connected into God and Gaia, and working with both the energies together. Phew. Sorry if I was talking quite fast. It was just all coming through really, really quickly, as it does when you're on a roll with Spirit, and there's just all these messages coming through. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the description box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.